Have you ever wondered what it takes to become a full-time creative? Reality is, for most of us, it's not what people might tell you. It's all about consistency and jobs that aren't necessarily glamorous or perfect for your next showreel. Taking on fairly mundane jobs which provide value to your customers and build long-term trust. That's the gist. Over the past few years, interviews have become a bigger and bigger part of what I do for a living. And something I've learned rather quickly is that the most important part of any interview is not the camera package, it's not the lighting setup or the sound. The most important part is how comfortable the person in front of the camera actually is. And a lot of people, even experts in their field, might in fact not be used to speaking on camera. This isn't just about confidence, forgetting a major point, losing a train of thought, involuntarily extending a time slot. The more variables you can control during a shoot, the better. That's exactly why teleprompters prove to be a valuable tool in many filmmakers' kits. Picking the right teleprompter certainly felt like a challenge with the plethora of options on offer. I ended up buying the DesView P17. Generous screen size, a dedicated remote, and I specifically wanted a setup that didn't need to be mounted to the front of my lenses. The P17 totally gets the job done, and if you're fond of it, don't let me convince you otherwise. It achieves what it sets out to do. Honestly though, to me, it feels kinda clunky, and if I ever forget to bring an iPad along, I'm screwed. This is not just a problem of the P17, but something teleprompters in general struggle with. They require a specific additional device. So when I found out about Neewer X11, it seemed like everything I ever wanted in a teleprompter. With a catch, but more on that in a bit. Full transparency, Neewer sent me the X11 for this video, but I've got quite a bit to say about it. The number one standout feature is the built-in 9-inch monitor with plug-and-play screen mirroring. It's almost ironic how transformative this straightforward addition has proven during my shoots. You don't even need to use a dedicated app since it can work like a second screen for your devices. This alone makes the X11 much more flexible than your typical teleprompter. The entire thing is very plasticky, which is both a good thing since it saves a lot of weight and its biggest downfall for professional use. Straight away, I was let down by the fact that my most used combo of a Sony FX3 and a Tamron 35-150 would be too heavy to handle and too large to even fit. The X11 is clearly designed for small setups. A Sony ZV-E1 with a small prime or zoom lens is what I had to go with instead. The camera sits behind the teleprompter on an Arca Swiss compatible quick release plate. Neewer recommends using lenses with focal lengths between 35 and 200 mm, but as I said, you won't be using any large or heavy setups with the X11. You can adjust the camera horizontally and vertically to line it up perfectly with the glass. And once everything is aligned, you pull the light blocking cloth over the lens to prevent unwanted reflections. The screen then reflects off the beam splitter glass, allowing the person in front of the camera to read from the script while maintaining eye contact with the lens. This little button controls the screen brightness, and with the touch of that button you can also flip the picture horizontally and even upside down. But the X11's got another trick up its sleeve. The monitor isn't fixed to the rest of the setup and can actually be removed. Placing it off to the side proves really useful if you don't want your subject to look right at the camera. From a technical standpoint, you can compare it to a regular external display. This simplicity is a major win in my books. You can connect the monitor to a computer, smartphone or tablet by using one of the two provided cables. A USB-C to USB-C cable, or this unusual cable with a USB-C and mini HDMI on one end and USB-A on the other. And of course, Neewer provides their own teleprompter app with all the essential features like script imports, cloud synchronization, as well as settings for text size and scrolling speed. Just like any piece of gear, this one also has a couple of things to keep in mind. So who's this for? While I enjoy its lightweight, I am bummed out by the fact that it's only compatible with small and light setups. Make it bigger, change the bracket where the camera rests on for a metal part, keep the detachable monitor, and give us a proper carrying case instead of a cardboard box. Then we've got a perfect product that can even work on more professional sets. As of right now, I unfortunately can't recommend this for professional sets, but the lightweight, flexibility, and ease of use make it a very compelling product for streamers or content creators with smaller camera and lens combos. The separate monitor is a phenomenal addition to the teleprompter formula and something I hope to see on a larger version in the future. If you want to support the channel, feel free to check out my color grading LUTs, and if you want to learn about the equipment that helps me sustain my career, check out the playlist in the end card.